first, fast, accurate with Jennifer Copeland and Rick Shutt. You're watching WSBT-22 News at 5.
The Niles School District is celebrating today after its 2 bond proposals barely passed last night.
That means homeowners will pay about $40 million more in taxes over the next 30 years. Well, that money will go toward improving the outdated school buildings. WSBT-22's Annie Chang is here, and Annie, school officials weren't even sure these would pass.
And Rick, that's because the last 3 bond issues for Niles schools have failed miserably. The last one to pass was in 1991, and before that, 1980. The school district knows this was no small feat, so it's not wasting any time getting started.
Essentially what you see here is election magic.
After the final numbers came in election night, Interim Superintendent Michael Lindley says he could finally celebrate and relax.
I feel like 3 of the 7 dwarfs. Doc, happy and sleepy. But that's better than grumpy.
Voters ultimately said yes to 2 bonds worth about $40 million together, $15 a month for the average homeowner. Voters like Michael Gray say it's a small price to pay for better schools.
I voted yes on the proposal because I feel like it's important to improve our schools and have to do that by raising taxes.
And those improvements are sorely needed. Bond 1 will pay for things like new windows, bathrooms, sinks, and consolidating schools. Bond 2 will replace plumbing, heaters, and furniture that's more than half a century old. Chuck Luton voted no to both, saying he doesn't trust the money will go where it's supposed to.
I'm against raising taxes and wasting, yeah. God knows our government wastes a lot of money.
But in fact, there's a long process to making sure this money is not wasted, one that includes legal work, creating budgets, and designing these upgrades. It's so extensive that construction likely won't start until next March.
A lot of work to be done.
You may have noticed there was a little bit of confusion surrounding the vote counts for these bonds. So here is what happened. Now, a lot of news outlets, including WSBT-22, what we did was we added those Cass County votes manually, not knowing that the clerk's office was automatically doing that. So originally, most outlets reported that 1 bond issue failed, 1 passed, but long story short, both did in fact pass.
They did pass, yes, but not by much.
No, a very narrow margin last night. So bond 1 passed by only 76 votes and bond 2 about 129.
That's what it shows. Every single vote counts.
Every vote counts.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Annie, thank you.